Hello, everyone. Oop. I probably shouldn't have. I completely forgot. I forgot to just put in my stuff. That's fine. I'll just do that real quick. Hope everyone's doing well. We're just gonna be playing on the server and hanging out. Just having a chill game. We will eventually play DVD again, but chances are we probably won't for a little while. 2v8 is going to be happening by the end of April anyway, so more than likely we will probably continue playing by then. There's also the Rift, which is going to end soon, I think. I don't remember exactly when it's going to end, but I think it's ending somewhere at some point. But I got to get some of that stuff out. I really haven't been doing much. So I'm pretty sure the last one ended up with no audio. The last one that we did ended up with no audio. Um, we were going to play Subnautica Below Zero together for everyone, but unfortunately, the developer of the mod decided, fuck everyone. We're just going to, we're gonna make it so now you have to pay money in order to have access to the super, super easy invite code thing so that people could join each other very easily. Which is incredibly dumb. And they apparently gave the reasoning that, oh, it's because a bunch of people decided to be assholes and completely overload the servers with multiple accounts and multiple accounts and server things and whatnot. Which, if that is true, that is definitely a dick move. Because they definitely would end up being the biggest reason as to why we can't play anymore. Like, it still is ridiculous. Like, it's still ridiculous. Was it 2 blocks or 1? I don't remember. Let me double check. It is 2 blocks, okay. Cause like we were we were whole on we were completely planning on just going through the entire game, beating the entire game, and it was going to be a nice and fun experience for everyone. And plus, I was going to make a big compilation video on it. But now, we can't do that anymore. So, the only way that I can make it happen is if I spend $5 on their Patreon just to unlock a role in their Discord in order to play multiplayer with everyone again, which obviously isn't a bad thing. It's like it's just $5, but I still would like it if I didn't have to pay money just to play multiplayer. I already spent enough money as is buying Subnautica Below Zero itself. So Anyway, after that, I kind of just like, screw it, we'll just like play Cobblemon or something, and that's what we did. And since it was like, you know what, since we're here, might as well work on this structure that I started on off stream, which is a big stadium for the stadium block, which is coming up at a future update. And I'm also out of shit. I'm out of white. That's fine. I'm gonna have to make more white concrete powder. And by the looks of it, I might need to make use a couple stacks of white dye, which luckily I made a lot of bone meal, so there should be plenty of white dye available. And I also just got a shit ton of sand and gravel as well, which obviously isn't going to be enough, because I'm definitely going to need more. But yeah, I built this, what I'm building right now, on a specific stream where I didn't really have anything else going on. So it was basically a creative world where I was working on this structure, and I actually finished it. So I basically have a good look at what I want this thing to look like now. Really? That's not enough blue? I need 7. Technically 6, actually, because I missed one over here. I accidentally misplaced this one, so I need 6. Now, luckily that means I only need to make 1, so 1 thing of it. Plus, I don't think I'm going to need any more light blue, except for maybe one spot, which would be the staircases. Which doesn't need that much, and plus I have a crap ton left over anyway. Oh, right, I also need it for the middle strip. So I need to make a bunch of white. Yeah, it's just gonna take a lot of trips, so I'm probably gonna go until I can't make any more and, like, do some more mining off camera. So yeah, we have a bunch of quartz, we have a bunch of light blue here. I had to grab a bunch of sand. Alright. So I just need one blue dye, and then I need 2 stacks of white dye, which I can get from here, luckily. Oh, right. Alright, that's a bunch of white, and now I just need 1 blue dye. Also, I have the shaders off to prevent some lag. I might turn them back on later, at a later date. Yeah, I might turn them back on at a later date. Also, I am a little bit sick, which I have been a couple days ago as well. So I'm probably not going to be, well, but it's not like super bad, so I'm mostly fine. I also leveled up a bunch of Pokemon earlier and also yesterday that I plan on evolving and showing everyone at a later date, which will probably be this weekend. Yeah, it'll more than likely be this weekend at some point. All right. All right, that's all that done. Wild Glycepod, that's cool. Yeah, we're just gonna be building this up. Currently it's just powder. I will eventually solidify it into concrete, but the idea is that we're going to cover these in water first. I do want to check something real quick. Okay. I wanted to check to see if this water would affect the path blocks. It does not, so that's good. Anyway, I do have an image. I do have images of the structure to make it easier to tell what I'm going to do next. 3 blocks high. On the inner walls. The inner walls will be 3 blocks high. Like so far so good on it. The walls are actually doing pretty well. And obviously I'm gonna definitely am going to have to get a lot more blocks for this kind of thing. Because the inside wall here is actually gonna be pretty high up, not gonna lie. So I don't know if no, I didn't misdo it. It's 3 blocks high for sure. With the andesite railing. I might have done something wrong. It's 322 223. No, it should be the same size. So wait, why is this one? No, it's not. It's okay. Yeah, it's meant to be 3 tall. All right, I'm just being dumb. I'm just being dumb. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a lot more concrete powder for this. And there's the Varoom spawning. Oh shoot, I forgot this side. Okay, that's good now. Last stack. I'm not definitely not gonna be able to make this one for sure. Yep, alright. Like the first layer of the walls here are actually pretty much done. I do need to get I do need to finish this up though. So okay, I'm probably just gonna finish this part of the wall, do like the roof over there, and that's it. Because there's not much I can really do here. Also, I may do something different with the rooms here because on in the one that I built, I had the stairs and then I had like a hallway here with like a showering room area slash changing room and also a room where people could heal their Pokemon and switch them out. Oh, it's raining. That's awesome. So yeah, it's gonna look a little bit ugly without the shaders for now, but it should be fine for a bit. Um, yeah, so I need to get the white concrete on that edge there, and that'll basically be it for now. After that, I'm probably gonna go somewhere. I don't know exactly, I don't remember exactly where it is. Up here, which is really far away, so I'm probably just gonna use my powers to teleport over here. I want to take down this tower because it's got a bunch of mud and mud bricks in it, and I want to actually search around this biome, this mangrove swamp, to see if there's more of these, and also just grab as much mud as I can. Because I'm also going to be, because I need mud blocks, and getting mud bricks and mud and just dried mud blocks is going to be really difficult, especially since, I mean, I'm going to need a lot of it for the floors. Although the plan here though is after I'm done with this, I'm going to go and once I'm done with this, I'm actually gonna go and water these walls here, probably all of them, just so I don't have to do it at the end. Although it probably would be better to do that at the end after I'm done with everything, so probably not, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, um, I am out of white concrete powder, so I'm gonna have to make some more. Like I said, I'm also gonna have to just work on getting more of this stuff. I just have more gravel than sand, apparently. Um, but yeah, I gotta work on getting more of this stuff. Simply because I just don't have enough of it. Also, the blue concrete powder, I think is done. I don't think I used it anywhere else in this, besides maybe one section, which doesn't need that much either. So I probably would make like half a stack of it, maybe. Or maybe a full stack, I don't know. But I'm definitely going to need more sand and gravel. So, like I said, I'm going to have to do some of that off stream. Because I know you guys probably wouldn't like to see me digging for hours looking, trying to get sand and gravel. Like stacks upon stacks of sand and gravel just so I can make concrete for this thing. God damn it. Stupid fucking... I will admit, it's definitely slowly but surely coming together. I might water the inside wall, because the outside wall is going to take a bit longer. And there's only like one other inside wall that doesn't touch this wall at all. So after this, I would have to do andesite, polish andesite, and then polish andesite. Oop, stairs. Okay, that's all the concrete powder for now. I do, but yeah, I might do some switching up here, and instead of putting a shower room, which obviously wouldn't make much sense because obviously, I mean, there's no reason to. There's also the fact that I need dark prismarine for part of it, so I don't think that's going to be beneficial either. I could also just use regular prismarine, so there's that too, but if I do that, I'm going to have to go mine some, which I don't really want to. So, I don't really want to go out and mine more stuff. I don't really want to go out and mine more stuff over there. It's annoying as shit. Um, as for the rest of this, by the way, I'm gonna have to grab a bunch of andesite. I'm gonna have to put the concrete away for now and grab andesite. Cause first of all, I need to also do a floor for the hallway section. For the hallway section of the stadium. And also do other things. Cause like I do have mud. I do have some mud blocks, but there's the muddy mangrove roots, which technically aren't really part of it. Um, one way for the bricks themselves to make them easier to deal with, um, I can just turn them into slabs. As for these ones, I don't think you can make packed mud slabs. Yeah, you can't. You can't make packed mud slabs. You can only make regular packed mud. So the idea would just to make the path section out of slabs, and the rest of it would just be regular packed mud. Which how you make this is just one mud block and one wheat. Which if we do have a farm, which we can get some of this. So luckily we do have a decent amount of mud, but we are definitely gonna have to get more. Cause uh there's also the fact that we need to if we want to make lots of mud, one way is by getting dirt and using a water bottle on it to turn it into mud, which arguably it's a lot cheaper to do something like that, but I don't really want to do something like that, to be honest. I feel like that's not gonna be super great. Also, next time tomorrow, I might try and play Phasmo in VR again. Unrelated to what I was talking about, but I feel like it might be something that I might do. Um, um, also in the process of leveling up a shit ton of Pokemon or a bunch of Pokemon that I wanted to evolve at a later date, my shiny Golurk is now level 94. It is literally almost the maximum level cap. Like it is actually ridiculous how high of a level he is now. I mean, all my other Pokemon aren't that close to that level. Frost's at 78, Tinkaton's at level 76, Garganical is level 74, and so is Hisuian Gudra, and then regular Gudra's level 75. They're only pretty far behind because they're only the way they've been leveling up is simply just from uh gaining experience from Golurk or anyone else that battled, which for the most part was Golurk. We don't have that much. We don't have that much wheat, unfortunately. I may also work on extending these chests on the side here up higher, especially these ones. So that way we have a lot more room for stuff. Which we definitely can, because we have a shit ton of logs that I gathered. Right, andesite. That was the next thing I wanted to do. We need to build the andesite. The first... Is it the first andesite layer? I think it's the first andesite layer. So let's see, we have regular andesite. I think we'll also work on the floor too. But for now, we'll just keep the regular andesite. Yeah, we have a lot. We do have a lot of andesite, but obviously it's not going to be enough. I figure it's probably not going to be enough. I think I have an idea. Might be a good idea. Darkslayer mentioned this the other day when we were playing together. It'd be better to have stuff over there so I don't have to come all the way over here to craft and do stuff. Immediately. So I'm gonna make another stone cutter and take it over to that place. So I don't have to travel all the way over here to to make new stone blocks. For the time being, I'm gonna set this here. I don't know how much of this stuff I actually need, but I do know that I'm gonna need quite a bit of it. So, all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, perfect. Gonna do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there. And then, of course, on the corners, I do this. Four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit, I mistimed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Alright, and I still have a bunch of polished stuff to work with. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to use the rest for any floors. I'm definitely gonna have to get some more. Because I've also got to do the same fucking thing in the center. So that's great. I don't know, I'm doing that in the corner. I have a little bit, just a smidge left. I just had a little bit more. Okay. And then the rest of these are going to be stairs. And I'm not going to have enough to fill in all of this, so I'm 100% going to need more. One thing I know for sure, though, is I am going to be filling these up. This will also make it a bit significantly easier to deal with this. Alright. Yeah, I'm still gonna need to get a bunch of, stuff. Alright. So yeah, I 100% am going to have to get a lot more, andesite. Like, I knew I was gonna need a lot of andesite, but yeah, that's a lot of andesite that I'm gonna need. I didn't see if there was any others besides the slabs. So, I don't know. I'll have to go into the caves and see if I can find more. Which shouldn't be too big of a deal, because I just need to make sure not to go too deep. And I should hopefully find all of the andesite that I'm looking for. For the most part, at least. Good thing I made this area. So basically, this is like the mine shaft. I could have used better building materials, but I did what I wanted, so. Like, all I have to do is find the andesite. I don't know if there was something here. I think there's a cobblestone block in the wall, just a singular one, so I'm assuming it was either me or someone else was getting rid of like a lava or water spout that was coming from the wall. You're probably wondering, why am I gathering andesite? Isn't andesite useless? Well, technically, yes, it is. And its only use is decorative. But in my case, I am using it for decorative. So, fuck you all. I don't know where this cobblestone came from, so I'm just gonna place that there. Oh, this goes in the cave, into the cave. I kind of knew it was going to be honest. It's like I saw that and I was like, is this going to enter into the cave? Probably. Yeah, it does. Whatever. I'm sure it'll make for a somewhat interesting cave, right? Just a little hole in the side. God, I would like to play an actual fucking Pokemon game on here. That would be nice. If I could actually play an actual Pokemon game. Try not to accidentally mine the actual stone, because I don't want the actual stone. I just want the andesite. Yes, I know photos is open. I left photos open on purpose because I'm using it so that to know where certain things are. Honestly, I didn't think that this would go straight through the wall. I thought this was far enough. But I apparently was wrong. I say, don't worry guys, I am currently trying my best to save up for my own Switch. At least I'm trying to. So that I can, and then maybe also a capture card so that I can stream the games that I play on here. I do technically have a game that I can play on the Switch, but I already played through the whole thing, so I don't think anyone would actually like me playing it. I could, though, play it to do shiny hunts or something. Or maybe finish the rest of the post-game story, I guess. Not really story, but the rest of the post-game stuff, which I haven't done yet. I think the only thing I have left to do is beat Mega Rayquaza, or beat the Mega Rayquaza boss fight. And I also have all of the research stuff, the hyperspace research, whatnot, for that too, so I can actually make the donut for it. The problem, though, is I need all the berries, so I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to go through a couple more hyperspace zones to get the rest of the good berries that I need. Oh, some gold. It's not like I need it, though. We have a crap ton of gold. I also can't wait for them to add Mega Evolution. I really hope they do that first. Like, there are other things that they can do that are probably significantly easier, but I really want them, if they decide to add a gimmick in any of the updates at any point in time, I would like them to start with Mega Evolution. Because it is by far probably the best gimmick that's ever been introduced into Pokemon. Like, not only is it super cool giving an older Pokemon, or not just older Pokemon, but just a Pokemon that hasn't really had anything, a new form, on top of buffing their stats. On top of buffing their stats and whatnot, they also become more it also allows them to become a bit more viable in actual Pokemon battles, and it's really cool. And they can even getting new abilities upon Mega evolving as well. I should mine this coal. How much room do I have? I have a lot. I don't know if I'll have enough for the rest of this andesite. Alright, I'll mine until I get a full stack of andesite again. Okay, we got that. And then I'm gonna mine this coal because it'll actually be really nice to have. And we'll just cover that up for now. Alright, well I still have more room now, so I'll just go ahead and mine as much andesite as I can until I can't hold anymore. I'll probably make like a few stacks, like of about 4 stacks or so, maybe more of of andesite stairs. Yeah, there's I'm not gonna have enough room to grab all of this andesite. Hi, cave sounds. There's some golden lapis in here. I'll probably grab the lapis at some point, but I think I've mined so much of this cave. There's like, yeah. Also I didn't expect to end up coming up through here. So, I may have to get, if I have any more oak fences, I'm probably gonna have to place some more. Let me look at this again. Hold on. It's like this oak fence is just gonna go straight down there. So I think, but it's in the center and I don't really want to move it from the center. I could just remove it and just don't have a support there, I guess. To be fair, I think it has enough supports there anyway. So, but we got a shit ton of andesite, and we got some coal, and I also have a couple arrows I should put away, so I'm gonna do that as well. We do have a bunch of arrows and bows. At some point, I think we should start, like, getting rid of them. Honestly. Whenever we get new bows and whatnot, as long as they're not enchanted already, we'll just get rid of them, I think. I have 2 more spots for andesite, so I'll just go ahead and mine the rest of the andesite down there if I can. I mean, there is also this andesite here, which is exposed, but I don't really care that much. I also completely forgot that they made a One Piece mod, that there's a One Piece mod. For Minecraft. So at some point I may, oh shit. I'll drop the boat for now. Well, I guess I don't need lapis. I'll just, yeah. No, I lied. I'm gonna drop that. I'll come back for the boat, and I'll probably just put it somewhere, because I don't really need it. Plus, getting this lapis actually helps me a lot, because then it also helps with getting dyes. And I'm kind of glad that we're using these specific dyes, blue and a little bit of red, simply because the amount of blue, because it's very easy to get blue. It's very easy to get blue, especially with lapis and a new blue flower. Because normally to get blue dye, you would use lapis. Boat is still here. I'm not grabbing any of that. But yeah, and of course, white is super easy because bone meal. Because that's how initially you got white dye to begin with. You get white dye from bone meal, and you get blue dye from lapis, which is technically how you get blue dye in real life. Lapis was used for blue dye in paint, for dyeing things blue, and for paint and clothes and whatnot. I don't know if bone meal was necessarily used for white dye, but eh. Yeah, I gave my shield to Pandora because she didn't have one, and I figured I'd give her one. Alright, we got a bunch of andesite now. Go ahead and put away my Pokedex, and by that I mean put it back right here. So we have so much andesite now. Man, I really want to get another shiny. We haven't had shinies in a while. I wonder if the chances were changed. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm an operator on the server, so maybe I can change the settings of the... Okay, so clearly I can't change the spawn rate. I can't change the spawn rate, unfortunately. It seems. What is it? Shiny notice particles distance 24. 24 meters. That's actually pretty decent. I'm interested that you can't see the shiny odds in here. So maybe I'm gonna have to go into the server itself and change it. Right, because technically I'm a player of the server, not the server owner. So I wonder if there's a way I can config the server to change the shiny odds to how they're supposed to be. Because, I mean, technically 1 in 8,000 is technically how it's supposed to be. But in a way, it's also supposed to be 1 in 4,000. Because it's that they changed that in X and Y. Or was it, was it X and Y or black and white? I don't remember. Also, that's a village, so that means we have to be careful when using a bad omen. Also, I want to search for more netherite at some point. Not for me, but for everyone else, because not everyone is able to get netherite super easily. So I think if I farm enough netherite for everyone or more people, I think that would be nice. Um, oh, there's 2 EBs. Cool. Yeah, I have so much andesite. I would get rid of it myself, but I don't think I need to. Fuck you. Okay. Alright. Might be better off to change to a Pokemon that can hover instead, to be honest. That would make this a lot easier. Alright. The ceiling of the entrances are done. I'm gonna have to do something on this side so that you can enter it. I'm probably gonna add like a dock station, like a docks in the back here. Obviously, the problem would be with you'd have to, if you want to enter through the dock, you'd have to go all the way around. But you could also just go here, come up here, which we will end up building a dock here at some point. Go this way, follow a path going, follow this path going up here, go over this bridge, which will be put here eventually, and then continue to follow the path that goes down here and go up here, which should be pretty good. Which should be pretty nice, so we'll have to see. And I'm probably gonna put like a couple of like maybe a helipad or two, Pokemon helipads or two, like on the side, either here or here. Maybe put maybe one on either side, and they both go around to the thing. So we'll see. My main goal though is to build the main structure, and then we'll continue to build on that later. Was that an execute? Where'd it go? There's a special execute down here. Execute. Aw, man. Actually kind of wanted that. The Alolan bias execute. Which, personally, I feel like, I wonder if that's, I don't know. But it's a Pokemon that spawns on the beach. It's a version of Execute that spawns on the beach and becomes a Alolan Executor, which is pretty cool. Alolan Executor is pretty interesting because it's not a grass psychic type like it initially is. It's a grass dragon type, and it's much taller, like way taller, which is pretty cool. Also, I'm not gonna battle, so I'm probably gonna switch out a Pokemon. I'm gonna switch out Pokemon for now to something that hovers so that it's not as difficult to deal with. I have Clink Clang, that should work for now. Oh, it still descends. I didn't realize that it continued to descend. God damn it. I didn't realize that it continued descending. Alright. This part's gonna be a little bit rough because I gotta build like this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, I thought I saw concrete powder on the ground. I was just going crazy, I think. And so on top of doing this, I gotta do this on the outer wall too. Which I've gone through like 2 stacks, full stacks already, I think. I might need a lot more. Like, I knew I would have enough regular blocks for all of this, but doing the stairs are definitely going to take some time. Shit. I guess that's another thing I don't have to worry about, because if I do accidentally do it, it's very obvious if I do accidentally place it wrong. Alright, the entire inside section is done. Now I just gotta do the outside section, which may need a lot more than 2 stacks. Why? I did not... Whatever. I swear these fucking things. Okay. Just in case I am gonna make an extra stack of polished andesite stairs. I may need more though. The outside wall is much bigger. So I'll just go with this for now. If I need to get more, I'll get more. It's only been an hour and 30 minutes. It's not bad. We'll probably just... We'll either end stream in an hour, in about an hour, or... I don't know. It's either 6:30 or 7:30. I say in about an hour, but it's more like 30 minutes. Like either 30 minutes or an hour and 30 minutes, whichever one works. Because like I said, I am going to have to go do stuff off stream and grab a bunch more sand and gravel for the concrete. I'm just glad that I'm able to do this much with what we have. Like, I don't plan on putting anything on the inside of this thing. I suppose, though, there are meant to be stuff on the inside. Also, I'm definitely going to need a lot more stairs. Okay, I was right to make some extra, but I did not need that much apparently. To be fair though, at least we have some for the next layer, which there's only like one other layer, I think. So there's technically only one other andesite layer. So, I mean, even though there's only one more, it's still technically a layer, so we gotta be careful about that. But yeah, there we go. We finished the first layer of wall. And of course, we still have some outer wall. We still got to do the rest of the outer wall, and we also have the middle wall too, as well. Which apparently the inside wall is only like 3 blocks tall, I think. Unless it isn't, and I'm just being stupid. See it, 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, because it's 4 blocks tall because this part is the railing on the inside. The andesite part is the railing on the inside, so the outside is. Okay. I even took a picture of this to see what this. So yeah, it's 4 blocks tall on the inside, plus the railing section. Yeah, we definitely need the mud bricks. All right, I'm looking at pictures that I took of my build in the creative world. If you're wondering what I was doing, um, but yeah. So yeah, so on this part, 3 blocks tall. That part, 4 blocks tall. Well, not that part. It's gonna like be on the inside of this. The wall isn't gonna attach to that. That's the railing. The andesite part there is the railing. The andesite part here is just part of the wall. So we can definitely finish the outer wall for sure. Obviously I'm gonna need more white concrete. That's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass, but hey, we did the first layer at least for both sides. Okay. Well, I'm gonna switch it back for now. Wait, it was a good like it's a good hover mon, I guess, but you could use a different one maybe. But yeah, so now we have the actual thing done here. So if you stand directly in the center, you can see all of the walls. Like I said, this thing is going to be big, so more than likely, like a lot of this you're probably not going to be able to see on your own. Simply because this is an Atronos server, if I was able to put this on a different, like, I have the world file, so technically speaking, if I want to, after I'm done here, I could download it, make a new server, make a new server with the same world file, so that everyone can still be in the same thing, and I can just have it running. So that anyone can join at any point in time. But I think it's fine keeping it on this, because it allows me control over it, while technically the other one also allows me control over it. It will, yeah. I could also allow other people to set it up, or turn it on if they want to. You know, if they want to get on and do stuff. One person in particular I could give it to is Darkslayer, because I know he would probably want to. Also, this stuff. Every single one of these Pokemon on this tab, I plan on evolving. All of these Pokemon I'm going to evolve at some point. So I'm going to do this on stream, but not today, because I want everyone, at least Pandora and Darkslayer maybe. But I want at least a couple people online with me to see everyone evolve. And obviously they're all earlier this morning and also yesterday, I worked on leveling up every single one of these Pokemon in order to evolve them. Also, I'm going to move the ones that require me to do a specific action in order to do them. So like this one needs to be holding the Razor Fang at night, I believe. To evolve. This one needs the Dubious Disc, needs to be holding a Dubious Disc while trading to evolve. This one needs a Remoraid in the party in order to evolve. Which I actually did catch one right here, because it's a requirement. And this one in particular needs me to hit it. This one in particular, this Basculin, requires me to have it take somewhere around 200 or higher, I think almost 300 points of recoil damage without fainting in order to evolve. Which is definitely going to be probably the most difficult and most time consuming. Despite the level up ones. Obviously, there are some of these here that are really high level, and that's because they have to be. We have Larvesta, namely Larvesta and Larvitar, needing to be in the 50s in order to evolve, which is ridiculous. Gibble is level 48. Skrelp is level 48 as well. Tynamo is level 39. 42, 40, 41, 40 for Varoom, Solosis, Skorupi, and Hatena. And of course, the rest of them are either in the 30s or lower. And yes, I got every single one of them to the correct level to evolve. Fully. To evolve fully. Especially the triple stage. The triple stage ones. This one needs to be level 14, I think. I don't remember the exact level. Somewhere in the teens, and also level 34 to evolve. This one needs to be level 35. It's level 36, but I think that was an accident. This one needs to be level 41. This one needs to be level 42, 55, 48. And that's about it. The rest of these are either 2 stages or require a separate evolution method. Tynamo evolves at level 39, but in order to evolve next, it needs a Thunderstone. So obviously that's that. And for the rest of these, the triple stages don't really need anything else, despite except level up. Technically, this one's a 3 stage, but I evolved it in the past already, and I plan on evolving it again. And I need a Dubious Disc for it. So, and I have no fucking clue where to get one. So you can craft one. which I think I actually got some stuff for. There's Skulk, Amethyst Shard, a Sea Lantern, and 2 Tinted Glass. I don't know if I crafted it or not. Also, at some point I need to water, we need to water all this, so I'm gonna have to do that at some point. We'll have to see. I don't know why the carpet shows up as a full block. It should be like the other thing. I don't know why it's like that. So yeah, I don't have a dubious disc anywhere. And in order to craft one, you need one amethyst shard, 2 skulk, 2 tinted glass, and a sea lantern. Which I think I actually made tinted glass. And I have an amethyst shard. We have amethyst shards. And I think we also have skulk blocks because I just grabbed some the other day as well. The only thing left would be a sea lantern, and I don't think we have any sea lanterns. So I'm just gonna grab the stuff that we need to make it for now. If we don't have a sea lantern at all, I'm gonna have to go out and make some or get some at some point, which is gonna suck because I don't really like having to go through those things. And I'm gonna need a lot of them. I'm gonna need a lot of sea lanterns because I need them for the floodlights, which are very much decorative apparently. All right. Yep. 2 tinted glass. And I also need 2 skulk blocks, which there are a bunch in here. And I also need a singular sea lantern, which I'm pretty sure I do not have any at all, because yes. So I think for now, I'm just gonna dump this in here, and we'll craft it there at some point. I need to go and get sea lanterns, so that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a load of fun. I will have to look for the closest sea temple, but it's currently nighttime, so I can't see at all right now. So that's great. There are some lights in the ocean, so I'm assuming there's probably stuff there. So I guess you're gonna see me go and defeat an ocean monument again, which I don't really want to do, but I have to. But first I'm gonna have to get rid of a bunch of stuff and also make some water breathing potions because I can't breathe underwater. Also I need to put this water bucket elsewhere. I need to get rid of the shovel, the axe, and the water bucket for now. Actually, let me take this real quick. No, I'm not gonna go down there. I haven't gone down there in a while. I probably should. Just to turn that into a regular bucket. So that I can put this back in here. Alright, and then I'm gonna put these in the ender chest. And then, as for this, I think I'm basically done. I'll put the old reliable here. Let me check potions. Do we have any? No, we do not, unfortunately. We don't have any water breathing potions. I don't know what I did with the rest of the glass bottles, but we don't have any apparently. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to make a few because my goal is to just my goal is to defeat the Elder Guardians, and then go and grab the sea lanterns. I don't like the sound of that. That sounded very weird. Alright, well, we got 3 glass bottles, so that should be enough, hopefully. Yeah, bless me, I guess. Alright, now let's grab the ingredients, which only consists of 1 pufferfish, because that's how you make it. 1 netherwort. Speaking of netherwort, I need to make a netherwort. I need to make a little farm for netherwort somewhere. So I'll have to figure out where to put it. But we have some glowstone blocks in here, but they're not really needed. And then redstone to increase the time to 8 minutes. Now, luckily, our brewing stand is up here. And we also have a hidden water thing there. Alright, first we nether wart, then we puffer fish, and then we redstone dust. And that will allow us to do that kind of stuff. Also, like I said, I can't wait until if they do add gimmicks, I want them to add Mega Evolution first. Obviously, it'll probably take a long time, especially for Mega Evolution and whatnot. Probably would be a much better investment to go for easier things like Z moves, terastallization, and Dynamax, because like those ones are very simple and much easier to do. Like Z moves it just takes a move. It just takes a move that you have and makes it much stronger, and basically uses as a single type move somewhat. And there are a bunch of different versions of them as well. There's the simplest versions where it's just the type. And then there are the ones that are for specific Pokemon. Like there's one specific for Pikachu, there's one specific for Eevee, there's one specific for Ultra Necrozma, there's one specific for Decidueye, Incineroar, and Primarina, I think. And yeah, that's basically about it. Okay. This is going to be a bit rough because I'm going to be fighting underwater, which isn't going to be great. I'm not super confident in fighting underwater battles, but we'll try. I do want to take a look and see if there's any okay, there's a structure over here. I want to see if I can find one that's close though, because the closest one that I've done, one of the closest ones that I've done, I think was over here somewhere. I don't remember. Oh no, it was right here. It was down here, but I already basically grabbed everything from it, so not really any point. There's a bunch of stuff. There's like I feel like there might be something in the center here that I might want to check out at some point. So I think the best option here is just to go over here. So let me set a temporary waypoint. So we got to go over there, which is over 2,000 blocks away. Jeez. Might actually be better off here, though, because there isn't that much here. over there. I can definitely see where the ancient city is from here, too. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna end up falling in the... Okay, no, I'm not. I'm fine. It's a bit of a weird landmass. To be fair, though, I think that's just how it is. Just barely hit the land here. Okay. Well, there is ocean here, but there's not really anything there. I'm really excited to see this in its finished state. This thing. I've been working really hard on it so far, and I even worked on it pretty hard in the other thing as well. The rounded shape does look a little strange, but it is what it is. Plus, it worked perfectly fine in the base look anyway, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. There's a shipwreck there. I don't know if I noticed that there or not. I might turn on shaders because it might make it easier to spot these. It's gonna lag a little bit. There you go. Yeah, the shaders on make it a lot easier to see. Fuck, I forgot about that. Oh, I need water breathing. Alright. First, we need to take down the Elder Guardians. There's a lot of regular Guardians, but we're just gonna ignore them for now. We need to find... Okay. Interesting. There's just a ruined portal here, apparently. That's kind of weird. Not at all what I was expecting. I keep forgetting these guys have... Okay, well, he's going that way. Okay, these guys really don't like it. Dude, can you fucking hit something? I don't know where the Elder Guardian spawns. I know they spawn on the outside. There's like one or two that spawn on the outside, I'm pretty sure. Getting the Prismarine stuff is actually really good. Okay, here's one. Alright, he's dead. There's a lot of these guys here. Because the Prismarine is good. How long does this last again? 8 minutes. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I'm still gonna have to figure out where... Oh my god, I forgot how many of these guys are over here. They just have built-in thorns. Also, I got a pufferfish. I think I got that from the Elder Guardian. Ah. Here's a wet sponge, which I get from the Elder Guardian. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find the other ones. Ah. This goes higher. I hear it. Sounds like it's over here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Got it. Okay. We got another wet sponge. Alright. I think that's it. The only other issue is the mining fatigue, and I'm suffering for it for about 4 minutes. Mining fatigue 3. Yeah, that basically makes it impossible to mine anything. Okay, alright, well, I guess I'm gonna continue searching around here, I guess, because there's not really much else for me to do. In regards to these things, there's usually, like... No, it doesn't look like there's a way to the right. It just looks like there's nothing. Oh, here's a sponge room. Cool. Alright, I don't think we need all the sponge. To be honest. I was just over here, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for this to deplete. Unfortunately. Not much I can do about it. I don't know if there's any other Elder Guardians. Dude, fucking go. There's also gold in the center, but don't really care much about that. How much do I have? Okay, about a minute left. Hmm. Alright. Yeah, 40 seconds on that, and then after that I have to go as fast as I can, grabbing as much of these sea lanterns as possible. Grabbing the ones outside might be a bit difficult because of all the enemies that are out there. So I may have to try my best. Where the fuck did you come from? Again? Okay, there's definitely another one in here somewhere. It ran out and instantly came back, so there's another one in here. I'm gonna have to wait another 5 minutes. That's great. Okay. That's super not annoying. There. I think that was the last one. I did say myself that there's usually 2 or 3. That was probably the last one though, so yeah, now I have to wait 3 minutes in order to I have to wait 3 fucking minutes so that I can gather these fucking things. That's great. No, and here's part of the portal again. They're attacking squids, I think. I'm back here, okay. At the very least, I am getting some stuff to help craft these blocks if I need to. The only issue is that obviously they're not super great. It's not super great to farm for these materials by just getting these guys. So, oh, perfect, an ad break. That actually gives me like some time to do stuff. I guess I'll just sit here for a bit while I wait for my thing to go away. I'll have to put that time up so that I can see it. I'll open a pack in the meantime, and hopefully we'll get something good, because I'm still missing 3 base cards from this set, and I haven't gotten a single one yet. I've literally been waiting for this set to give me this, but it's just not doing it. I get it, and I didn't get it again. This is really annoying. They're attacking stuff out there. I'm assuming they're killing squids. Maybe dolphins. Do they attack dolphins as well? They might. Alright, 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. I even have efficiency 4 on this thing. That's kind of crazy. Oh, you know what? It might be because maybe it's because I'm swimming. I really shouldn't be swimming. Oh, shit. Okay. I have my Pokedex in my hand so that I can see. My only goal is just to get the sea lanterns, because I need a lot of them. I actually don't remember how big this needs. It's 5. 5 by 5, that's 10. 20 sea lanterns for each one? Jeez, that's crazy. I have 34 seconds of water breathing left. That's not great. $11 seconds. I didn't mean to put that water bottle on it. Because I know if you break the sea lanterns normally with a regular pickaxe, it breaks quicker. It, like, you don't get the stuff from it very easily. Okay, here's some more sea lanterns. I did not mean to grab, I did not mean to do that. So yeah, judging by that, I'm definitely gonna need to loot a couple more of these. So I'm gonna have to go searching the ocean for more. Especially for this one. This one got a little bit covered with, one of the sea lanterns got removed because of the magma. Okay, I have no idea where that one went, but it just straight up disappeared. Oh, were you the one that disappeared? Yeah, he was. Alright, we'll go up here. Alright, we almost got a full stack. This one goes up a little more. Oh, I remember this area. I defeated one of the Elder Guardians up here. Okay, I'm definitely gonna get more than a stack here. And my plan is to grab as much as I can. There's a bunch of sponge up here too. I kind of want to grab some of it because it might be useful. Oh shoot, this is my last water breathing potion. I need to mine some of this, and I need to just mine some of this and leave. Okay, 20 is enough. We'll go. Okay. I figured there'd be nothing in there anyway. Okay, I think I might have missed a couple rooms. Oh, fuck me. There's so many of them. Why are there so many of them out here? And there's 8 more down there that I want to grab. And I only have a minute of water breathing. Maybe I can do like a one at a time thing. Just go quickly. That seems to be working. Did I grab it? I can't tell if I grabbed it. Jesus Christ. Why are there so many over here? Oh my god. They literally... There's so many of them that I don't even hear the sound of them doing stuff. Alright. 4 more. Dude, I actually can't see at all. I can't see or hear them doing anything. Oh shoot, no, I need water. I need breath. I need air. I need air. Because I'm running low. Jesus Christ. Why are there so many of them? Especially at the front of it all. Like, holy shit. I don't think I grabbed that one. Shit. Okay, well I still have 34, so that means the one that I broke is still down there somewhere. Oh, here it is. Alright, last one. I broke it. 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 Okay. I broke it, so that means I can see the light of it on there somewhere. Dude, I'm like way further. I don't know why you're doing that. Okay, I see the light slowly rising, so it's right here. Okay, 36. We got a stack and a little more than a half. Oh, hey, Gyarados. Wish I had a water Pokemon that I could use to attack these guys for me. I think I do, but like I don't have that many. Not, at least not ones that go underwater. Oh my lord. I apparently ran through to a dolphin at some point. Alright. It's like I wasn't gonna be able to sit there long enough. I wanted to see if I could go far enough. Anyway. Well, if I get a lowland bias execute, then that's definitely one of my Pokemon that I'm gonna get. Go lurk away. Yeah, I grabbed as much as I could. I even grabbed some wet sponges. There probably were more sea lanterns in that place, but nah, I didn't want to like try to get more, to be honest. I will admit though, the sea lanterns for the other thing are definitely going to be way more expensive to get because I need 20 of them per floodlight. It's like in this pic, I need 20 per floodlight. There's 3 on the short end, 4 on the long end. So that means that's 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 times 20. You do 14 times 20. That is a lot of sea lanterns. And I'm going to have to go to a lot of sea temples in order to get as many as possible. So this one's probably actually going to be the most difficult. So sea lanterns are probably going to be the most difficult to get out of all of this. I've only gotten from one. I mean, to be fair though, I have gotten a stack and a half from one sea temple. So more than likely, I'll probably get around the same from another. So, like I said, it's 20 times 14. And I also have, and there's also extra sea lanterns and whatnot on the backside of other things, which probably will end up being glowstone instead, because glowstone's a lot easier to come by. So I'll probably end up using glowstone for some parts instead of sea lanterns. But in my opinion, sea lanterns look way better for futuristic lighting. Or just modern lighting as well. So end rods are another good one because they kind of look like the long cylindrical light bulbs that are in the rectangular lights, which I think makes makes a bit more sense. All right, and we got a pufferfish back actually, so that's pretty nice. And we also got some more wet sponge. So if we want to, we can use the sponge for our own stuff. I can also make some sea lanterns if I want to. Because I believe you make them like this. Yeah. So I can make some a little bit of extra sea lanterns with what stuff I had. Yeah, I can't make any more, unfortunately. Like, the prismarine crystals aren't very common. I can't remember why I wanted sea lanterns. I was trying to get sea lanterns for something. I think it might have been for the stadium. I think it was clearly for the stadium. I'm just trying to remember where exactly I was gonna put them. I will put them up here though. because there are meant to be ones up here. Okay. I guess I'm getting blown up now. Luckily that didn't damage me too much, so I'm fine. These sea lanterns will also be used as lighting in the other rooms too. I'm trying to remember exactly what else I was using these for, because I said I think I was going to use them for something, but I don't remember exactly what I was going to use them for. Fuck. There you go. Alright, I need to actually build proper floors here too. That's the other thing I need to do. I need to get mud as well. What was I gonna do with the sea lanterns besides the lights on the top here? Oh right, the dubious disc. I remember. I remember now. I wanted to make a dubious disc, and I decided to just go and get a bunch of sea lanterns because I needed them for building anyway. Apparently that's a crash. Me stopping on the ground is a crash. Gotcha. Okay. Then I'll put the sea lanterns in here, since I don't really have anywhere else to put them for now. I don't think these four are gonna see any use at any point in time. Red and light blue will definitely see some use. The regular blue will definitely see some use as well. And the sea lanterns for sure too. And we have a bunch of quartz as well. So we have a lot of it. I might actually turn these into blocks real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One quartz block. Because, like, we don't get a whole lot of quartz blocks from these anyway, so... Plus, with the quartz blocks we get here, it'll actually be much nicer to have these. Plus, we're going to be making a lot of them into slabs for the... We're mainly going to be using them for slabs, so that's one thing that's going to happen. Finally. Alright, we have the dubious disc now. I'm probably going to give it... I'll probably preemptively give it to Porygon 2, since... You know, I think it'll be a lot better for us, but I'm gonna make things a bit easier. Alright, Porygon 2, come out real quick. Alright, you can have that. I don't think it actually has any other use besides just allowing it to evolve, so... That's the one thing that I think that's about it, is that it just allows it to evolve, and that's it. Also, I'm gonna have to do the same thing with this guy. I need to give Gligar the Razor Fang. There you go. So these two are ready to evolve now. I think this one needs to level up, though, at night. So, well, it's not nighttime yet, so we'll have to wait till nighttime for him to evolve, I think. Mantike needs a Remoraid in the party, and Basculin, this Basculin in particular, needs to take a bunch of damage, recoil damage, which is going to take a while. And I don't know if it resets if it gets put into the PC, so I might have to do this. I might have to do this on stream, because I plan on evolving both of these. This one's pretty easy. Is much easier than this one. Like I said, I don't know if it resets the evolution or not. I'm just assuming it won't. I'm just assuming it might. So wait, if I go to here... Okay. Well, it's not really working. So it's a ground and flying type, if I remember correctly. So I guess thunderstorms don't count as night, does it? I mean, it kind of does, but at the same time it doesn't. I do think we need to get more Nautilus shells at some point. What do you mean? It was literally thundering out. It's literally thundering. I heard it. You can't tell me that wasn't how it was, right? It was a Manectric. Maybe that's what it was. Okay, so I guess it's just straight up raining. It's not even thundering, apparently. Why is there a zombie on the roof? I think we will have moments where we'll turn off the mobs spawning and then we'll have them turned on. So if we're doing like specific events or things where we don't want to be disturbed by mobs at all, we'll turn off the mobs. We'll turn off the mobs. And if we do want mobs, we'll turn them back on. Like right now we have phantoms turned off, and I feel like it's probably for the best since, you know, I like to explore, and being interrupted by phantoms every... Yeah, okay, yeah, it can evolve. I had to check to see if it could. We do have link cables. We have 6 link cables, so we can definitely evolve Porygon 2 into Porygon Z for sure. Basculin and Mantike will need... I think Basculin is the only one that really needs work here. The problem is definitely the fact that it needs to take recoil damage, and I don't know if that resets upon being put into the PC or not. So we'll have to see. So for next time, we'll definitely do that. I'll probably let everyone know, ask everyone if anyone... I'll probably do this. We'll probably do this on Friday, because I got a bunch of Pokemon that I'm going to evolve and show off. Because I want to show everyone and whatnot. They're Pokemon that I like, but not Pokemon that I like, but not Pokemon that are like my favorites. Pokemon that I like, but not my favorites. Like, Dark chose to be the Steel leader, the Steel gym leader, and I chose to be the Ghost gym leader. Yeah, I remember I have my own Golurk. I have my own regular Golurk. I have a thing called Team Switch, which basically are Pokemon that I plan on switching out and using at any point in time. Greninja is was my starter, the one that I started out with. So I have him here because, I like him. Uh, I have Armor Rouge because he's one of the Pokemon that I had, and someone else already got I think Dark got Ceruledge already. So I was like, you know what? It was either that or I was trying to do something different because technically I already had a Ghost Fire type or something. I don't remember exactly where it was. It was a Pokemon that was on my initial team, I remember. Ghost Fire. What was Ghost Fire? Was it Skeleturge? I think it was Skeleturge. Oh yeah, and these are all the Pokemon that I have on my base team. So this is like this is my team for my gym essentially. Obviously the gym will be a specific we'll make it specific levels. So they'll all probably be at level 50. Like for gym battles, it'll all be level 50. For everything, it'll be all be level 50 no matter what. So because like for this I have Dragapult, Annihilate, Hisuian Zoroark, Golurk, Absol, and Ceruledge. Golurk is meant to kind of be like my ace because he's a very heavy hitter. All my favorite Pokemon currently are EV trained. None of these guys are at all. So, luckily though, they have had their things changed, so I'm not too upset. I'm not too worried about it. But I also have these other Pokemon here that were on my initial team. I think Tinkaton was on my initial team, and so was Garganical in a way. Greninja, Armarouge, Galvantula, and Trevenant were here. Were part of my initial team as well. And then we have these 3 Clefables that we use for metronome battles. We only have 3 per person because I felt like it would be bad. It wouldn't be a good idea to have a full 6 team of Clefables you doing metronome. Because let's be honest, just these 3, the metronome battle takes a while. It can either take a while or be really fast, and I usually bet on the match usually being relatively slow. So that's why we usually have 3 Clefables instead. Of course, I have my Lapras, I have a Wailord, which I no longer use for transport. The Lapras is used for transport now. We have Cyclizar, which is like for racing, I guess. I also want to have a specific flying Pokemon be our flying type thing. I also got another Lapras, so I plan on trading that to someone. I'm probably gonna trade it to Pandora since she doesn't have one, I don't think. As for other Pokemon, for flying Pokemon, I do have a Charizard. So I can fly on that. Trying to see what else I can fly on. None of these guys. I think you can ride Crobat. I don't think you can. I'm just gonna assume you can't. Dragonite, I think, can fly. You can fly on Dragonite. And I also have a Dragonair, since I don't plan on evolving it. I caught this one in the ancient city. I don't know how it showed up, but there was just a Dragonite in there at one point. So Tropius is a flyer for sure. Gyarados can fly, but it's probably not a good idea to use it. Phalanx. I'm actually glad I found this. Phalanx is pretty cool. I like Phalanx. Also, for the most part, a lot of the Pokemon in here I've caught simply because I liked them. There are other Pokemon in here that I don't really like that much, but are in here anyway, I guess. I mean, I can make a separate... I can probably make a separate thing for this. For Pokemon that I don't really like. I mean, like, not that I don't like them. They're just ones that I feel neutral towards. They're just like, eh, it's whatever. So, like, these guys. Like, I do like starters. The starter Pokemon, I like all of them. I like all the starters. I think they're cool. That Popplio is staying Popplio. Thievul. Thievul, I'm neutral towards. Tropius, I think, is pretty interesting. But I'll keep him here because I'll keep him here. Togedemaru is nice. Morpeko is nice. I feel like I got them because they were kind of rare. Driftblim, I think, is pretty cool. Jellicent is pretty nice. Basculegion's pretty nice. Relicanth, I don't know why I caught it, to be honest. And the only reason I caught this Miltank is because I needed to figure out how much it weighed, I think. I think that was why I did that. And now for pre-evolutions. I do think Mag Cargo is pretty interesting. I'll keep him there for now. Lechonk, I'm neutral towards. Quaxley, I'm not really a big fan of him, so I'm neutral towards it. It's probably one of the only starters I'm actually neutral towards. Ooh, Furret's cute. I like Furret. I'll keep that one. I'm neutral towards Metacham, so probably not. Glalie, I think, is pretty nice. Oshawott for sure. Blastoise as well. Octillery, meh. Not a huge fan of it. I think it's weird. I know it's meant to be like, oh yeah, it goes from a pistol to a tank is the idea. But like it's a fish turning into an octopus. How do you not find that weird? I just don't understand it that much. Anyway, all these Pokemon I'm either neutral towards or just like don't like. But for the most part, I'm neutral. Trading, these are all Pokemon I plan on giving to other people if they want it. So I think I'll like give them a list of all the Pokemon I currently have. So if they want one, they can tell me and I can get them and I can get it to them. These are my shinies, which I only have 5 of. I fully evolved the majority of them. Bunnelby is the only one I have not evolved at all. And I don't really want to, but I might do that actually. I may actually level it up to evolve it. Just because. Let me check. When does Bunnelby evolve? 20. Okay. I mean, it is an early route Pokemon, so it makes sense. it is an early route Pokemon. It's only level 5. Let me take out Frostless real quick. I'll put you, you're only going there temporarily, bud. I'm going to do this and evolve this Bunnelby into a Diggersby and then be on with my day. Let me sleep first after I defeat this sleeping Oinkalone since it's here. Right, instantly level 15. I kind of expected that. It is a really low level, and I just defeated a level 35 Oinkalone, so... I wonder what the new... if they're gonna tease any new Pokemon for the new Winds and Waves game. I'm actually not too excited for it. I do think it's cool that we're getting another mainline game. I'm not too terribly excited about it, though, I'm gonna be honest. Because, like, it's only on the Switch 2, which I think is really dumb. Like, I don't know why they couldn't have just made a worse version of it on the Switch. They couldn't have just made a version of it on the Switch that's just not as good. Or something. Like, obviously some people would be upset about it. But hey, I got Legends ZA for the Switch. I got Pokemon Legends ZA for the Switch. And it works just fine. There were hardly any moments that were bad. Hopefully that gets it to level 20. Okay, 17. I guess to be fair, it does take a bit of time to fully level it up, right? After it gets to 20, I'll evolve it into Diggersby, you know, right after taking off its thing, taking off the thing on it. There's a wild Raboot over here. Okay, level 19. Alright, there's a Cyclizar over here that I can defeat. I already have 2 extra Cyclizars, so I don't know if I need to gift anything. Quick attack. Missed! Needlessly making it longer. Okay. Made it to level 20. Nice. Alright. You are now going to evolve into a shiny Diggersby. Kinda looks like an old man. Whatever. I mean, I'm not planning on using him at any point in time, so... There you go. All of the shinies are now fully evolved. I didn't see if any of my other Pokemon leveled up at all either. But I don't, to be fair, didn't need that many. There's a lot of Iron Golems in this village. I mean, it makes sense though, because the village is big. At some point, this area might end up looking a bit different instead of just having the classic dirt path, or grass path, I mean. Is it dirt path? I'll say just dirt path. But yeah. That's basically what it's gonna be. And of course that over there is really, really nice. Let me go and make... let me go real quick and make some stuff. And by stuff, I mean mud blocks. Okay, packed mud. How do you make the mud bricks? It's basically, it's very simple. Alright, let me harvest some wheat real quick. Kind of surprised I didn't accidentally break the torch in the middle. I do have to replace that torch. I need to put like a lantern there or something. I also need to fix that real quick. Actually, let me cook some food real quick. Since I had some in here, I guess. The fish only comes from the Guardians, because the Guardians drop fish for some reason. Okay, we got a bunch of wheat. I'm gonna go ahead and craft this into more packed mud. And craft that into more bricks, and then just dump the rest of the packed mud in there, I guess. These are full blocks. It might be better off if I make them into slabs for the ground. Let me also grab the andesite, because I know we have a bunch of it. I don't see if there's any others. God, I wish the fucking sorting button worked. Okay. I probably didn't need that much, so I'm just gonna dump the rest of that in there. I'm grabbing all of this because I'm probably going to do the entire floor area. Okay. I didn't grab my shovel. Okay, he started moving. I thought he got stuck. I really want to build that dock as well. I think next time I should work on that dock area, I think. It might be really, really useful. Having the ability to fly on this makes it so nice. It makes it so incredibly nice. Obviously, a big issue is definitely going to be all of the dirt that I'm going to be picking up. But, well, yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to do anything outside of this for now. Oh, shoot. I just remember that I wanted to do slabs, so I gotta do that. Except for the andesite, because andesite's so common, I don't think I need to worry about it. Alright, we'll just turn this into a slab for now. Plus, you're not gonna see the bottom of it anyway. It's being used as a floor. Plus, I think the mud bricks make for a really nice path. I think they make for really nice paths, so I don't really see too much of an issue by doing this. Let me turn the rest of these. This will give me 2 stacks of mud brick slabs. Alright, let me put this away for now and grab all this andesite because we have some work to do. The red stuff that I left behind last time. No, I wanted the dirt, dumbass. God damn it. Actually, I still need the andesite because I need to go do this on the other side as well. Alright. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, it's been 3 hours. I'm gonna end the stream after these ads are over. Where the fuck? Obviously, that just goes off the edge. Obviously, this just ends up going off the edge. Also, my seat. My seats came off. Ended up sliding off from underneath me. Whoops. Alright. Well, I think that's it for now. Obviously, there's gonna be some stairs going up to here, I think. So I'll probably go ahead and mark these where the stairs will go. With dirt, because, you know, not really anything else to use. Alright. So that'll be one stairs, one. God damn it. Place the fucking block. Yeah, that'll be where the last stair would be. So the stairs will go up to the top of this. So the stairs go on top of this, making it so the floor is right above the ceiling of this hallway thing. And we'll do the same thing over this way. Thank you, Golurk. Appreciate it. I did do this right, yeah? Okay, because the other one is one lower. So we want to go up to this block. Or up to that block. Which is right there. Yeah. And that way we have, well, one, this also gives us a way to get up. And two, this also helps with figuring out where to do stuff. I mean, this only really helps us this only really helps us get up in terms of, you know, oh yeah, there's a thing here. Guess we could do that. Build this strip of mud brick here so you can get up on this end. Yeah, I built an extra one there because we didn't have a thing. Alright. Plus, it's meant to be, around this point, there's meant to be like a strip. Just a small strip there. So, it makes sense. Alright. And yeah. Okay, so now we have a way to get up here. And a way, you know, to build and whatnot, besides using Pokemon to fly on top of it. And yeah. It's really, really nice. Plus, we're not even done yet. We still got more to work with. Like I said, we gotta build the entire thing. We gotta build, whatchamacallits. We gotta make the walls taller. And, of course, that means more concrete powder. Of course, we can probably build the bleachers down here, since we already have this area down here set up. I can probably just build the bleachers here and be like, okay, this bottom area is done. We can work on the rest of it now. I think we're doing pretty good so far. I've also built I did build these dirt staircases to help us get up and down. Because there is going to be a thing here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a lot more mud bricks. Unfortunately, there is no packed mud slabs, so there's gonna be a large portion of the area will be packed mud instead of mud bricks, which we could change. We could change if we wanted to, but I kind of want to keep it as packed mud because I feel like it'd be better in a way. Yeah, we'll put the slabs up there. Or in here, I guess, since they're there, I guess. Alright, we also got some extra red, which was underneath the thing that I used to get myself out of the thing, because I accidentally dug a hole into the ground. Well, I dug a hole into the ground for a reason. And that was to change some of the path blocks, because I accidentally made some blocks path blocks when they shouldn't have been. And that was my fault, because I was being dumb and didn't realize. As for this, I'll put that in there for now. My Silk Touch pickaxe is gonna have to stay on me, because putting that in the ender chest probably wouldn't be a good idea, because yeah, it just wouldn't work. So I would have to keep it on me at all times. Anyway, I don't know why I'm keeping these crossbows like this. I should probably fix them. They must have been grabbed from somewhere. They're probably newer crossbows. And these are enchanted ones, which I think this one's actually bad, so I don't know why we were keeping that one. We have Power 4, Punch 2, Unbreaking 3. These two can probably actually go together, but I don't know. Yeah, we have a lot of materials. There's quartz in there when it's not supposed to be in there. Like I said, we may also work on the storage room a little bit and add a bunch more storage so that we can store much more items. Because right now, this entire thing has just like, there's just so much stone and cobblestone. It's ridiculous. Like, we need to get rid of it. Okay. I don't know. What am I doing? I have a crafting grid right here. Alright. There you go. Alright. But, I have to get going because it is well past 7:30 now. It's 15 minutes past, actually. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits here. So hopefully, tomorrow we'll do something interesting. I may ask Indy about something at a later date. I don't know if he would be willing to do something, but we'll see. Next time we play Cobblemon, we're gonna try to see if we can get everyone on here. Maybe not absolutely everyone, but at the very least some people, a couple people on, so that I can show people my Pokemon that I evolve, because that is going to happen. We'll grab all this cooked food and drop it in here for now. Medicinal leaks. I need to check this thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take those out. You just saw, like she said, she saw the mod and was like, oh, I wanna do stuff. Which makes sense. I understand it. Like, I would want to do the same thing too. I'd want to experiment with stuff too. It's pretty laggy. So I don't know if it's because of me or if it's because of the distant horizons, which it might be. Okay, put the medicinal leaks back over here. It's pretty much full, but that's fine. Alright. Yeah, okay, now I'm done. Let's go ahead and end stream here. Let's see if we can find someone to raid as well, real quick. If there is anyone to raid. So let's see. Indy's playing. Alright, we'll go ahead and raid him, I guess, if he's still gonna be available. So yeah. Okay, I'll raid out to Indy. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out if you did. If you even did. Make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really, really appreciate that as well. And yeah, make sure to show Indy some love, and we'll see you guys all next time. Bye bye.